Okay, where do I start without coming off mean or disrespectful? There's people trying to push an agenda on you to make you feel okay by the fact that you are unhealthy. I'm sorry, I almost died. I had a pulmonary embolism when I was pregnant. So for people to put content out here trying to excuse the fact that having body fat all over your body and being overweight, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not.
Wow, there is a lot to say here. First, let's talk about the two women being stitched. Alexandra, the woman on the left, I was not aware of until this whole thing. Her account is adorable, and it's not really about like weight or health, it's about clothes, and I'm a new follower. I think the account's great. The woman on the right is Sarah, and I've been following her for at least a year. And let's hear a little clip of what Sarah is saying.
I'm sorry, this is what I'm thinking about. This is what I'm worried about. I'm standing in a home that I bought on a planet where there are more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on each individual beach. And yet, when I evaluate, when I think, should I be happy? Do I deserve to be happy? Should I be proud of where I am right now? This is what tops the list of considerations?
I think that's a pretty good message, right? As a 32-year-old, I am trying really, really hard to make peace with my body now. I still have plenty of life left, hopefully, but I have lived enough life that I know I don't want to spend the next couple decades, like, hating how I look. I'm over it. You hear a lot of older women say that one of their biggest regrets in life is not appreciating their body in the moment, and I don't want to be one of those women. Anyway, the woman giving the commentary is Jomira. And there are several reasons that she is against body positive content. Let's take a look. Jomira used to be overweight. She claims to have lost 50 pounds in 5 months. How? By using Herbalife. So she hates when people look how she used to look. But she's a little misinformed. First, she says this video is about why she's against this type of content, this kind being body positivity. Then she opens up with this.
Where do I start without coming off mean or disrespectful?
So keep this in mind for her second video that we're going to go through, because she is very aware that it's hard to talk about this stuff without coming across as disrespectful.
I used to be plus size myself. Okay, I know how that feels. So
You know how what feels? Are we talking about how it feels to face the stigma of being fat, emotionally? Because if we are, why do you not like the idea of people feeling happy about their body in the moment? Or are we talking about how it physically feels to be fat? Because if we're talking about that, it's very different for everyone. One fat person might have very large breasts that gives them back pain, but another fat person might not have much of a chest at all. One might have knee or back pain, but a lot of others don't. So again, what feeling are you familiar with?
there's people trying to push an agenda on you to make you feel okay by the fact that you are unhealthy.
How do you know that they're unhealthy? Fat people overall live longer than thin people, and being fat doesn't automatically mean you have certain diseases. Thin people have just as many diseases and physical problems. Check out the comment section of any of my videos that I've done on weight, dieting, things like that. There are tons of thin people in there talking about how many health problems they have. And I love that you're like, they want to make people feel okay. Oh no, self-acceptance? No, people must hate themselves until I deem them acceptable to be seen.
Because of my weight, I almost died.
How? Being fat almost killed you? Remember, this is what she looked like before. She was not 600 pounds.
I had a pulmonary embolism when I was pregnant because of my weight.
Yeah, being fat is hardly the only cause of a pulmonary embolism. Another cause, funnily enough, is pregnancy. You might have been fat when you got your pulmonary embolism, but you were also pregnant. And you could get a pulmonary embolism right now at your size.
I'm alive because of a miracle.
Was that miracle that they scooped out your fat until you were an acceptable size? Because if your weight was the thing that caused the embolism, they should have kept you in the hospital until the danger was gone. So something tells me the cause was more like, I don't know, the life-threatening thing you put your body through for 9 months.
So for people to put content out here trying to excuse the fact that having body fat all over your body and being overweight, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not.
My dietitian and endocrinologist disagree with you. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna believe them over some MLM hun who just wants me to want to lose weight so that I'll buy some powdered drink mix from her.
So for people to put content out here trying to excuse the fact that having body fat all over your body and being overweight, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not. So for people to put content out here trying to excuse the fact that having body fat all over your body and being overweight, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not. I am trying to save some lives.
Then get out of your pyramid scheme and become a medical professional. Scamming people is not gonna save lives.
Lots of people have illnesses because of their weight.
Yeah, I'm sure some people do. But I don't, and neither do a lot of other fat people. I don't have joint pain, I don't have back pain, which I feel like in my 30s at any weight is something to be happy about. I just got blood work done at the end of October and everything looks good.
It's not about how you look on the outside, it's what you have on the inside.
So where's your concern for thin people who have heart attacks, who have autoimmune conditions, whose joints are falling apart? Why aren't you worried about what they have on the inside? This kind of thinking is actually putting thin people in danger, because sometimes a skinny person will go to the doctor and say, hey, I'm having this problem, and the doctor will look at them, see that they're not overweight, and say, oh, you look healthy to me.
That may not feel like it's affecting you right now, but trust me, it's gonna cash out some receipts at the end of the day.
Interesting. I could say the same about the despair that your video can make some people feel. They don't realize how bad it makes them feel until they go to eat, and then your voice pops up in their head telling them that they should skip it.
Let this type of content make you feel okay.
I just love how against other people's happiness you are. I bet that kind of unhappiness burns a lot of calories.
Yes, it's not about how you look because that has nothing to do.
No, to you it's definitely about how people look. You're not worried about other people's health because you don't know what their health is like. As I said, I've got a dietitian, an endocrinologist, and a GP who have given me a clean bill of health within the last 2 months. Can you say that?
Take into consideration your health.
I am. That's why I'm calling what you're saying bullshit. Because I've been trying to fix my health for the last year, and none of what you're saying has been said by any medical professional that I've consulted. And as far as I can tell, you are not a medical professional. The only thing that will happen if I take your video into consideration is I might skip a meal, which my dietitian told me to stop doing. Now to her second video. Remember this?
Where do I start without coming off mean or disrespectful?
Well,
anybody that watched my video will know that I did not come across hateful. I did not come across to throw shade. I did not come across to diminish anybody or make anybody feel bad.
Really?
Having body fat all over your body and being overweight, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not.
That seems pretty diminishing to me.
Actually used to be overweight myself.
Okay, who cares? That doesn't make your message less poisonous.
Through my page, you're gonna see my transformation.
Again, this woman is what TikTok would call small fat. She was about the same size that I am now, and she's acting like she was too big to move.
No way that I'm gonna come on here and throw shade at people who are overweight. Being overweight, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not. This is you pushing your own perception on yourself on other people, because no.
You mean like you were doing by saying that because you had a maybe weight-related issue, all fat people are unhealthy and on the brink of death despite their own doctors telling them otherwise?
if it's skinny, are you concerned about skinny people? Yes, I'm concerned about anybody who's unhealthy.
But that's not what you said. You specifically said that having extra fat on your body will catch up with you. You were very pointed. You shot and edited the video and then posted it, making sure that that part was in the video.
I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to diminish you.
You've said this like 4 or 5 times in the last 5 minutes of video. That's just too many times for it to not be your goal.
No matter your body size, if you're not healthy, you're not healthy.
Exactly. So that means that if a doctor tells you that if that person is healthy, you will believe them, right? That is the logical conclusion.
And this is what popped up. Diabetes, heart disease, are correlated with.
Sometimes. They're related sometimes. Plenty of thin people have diabetes and heart disease.
Health. Health has nothing to do with size.
So then what have the last 5 minutes of video been about if not people's size? But it's not just that Jomira hates what she used to be. She's trying to make you want to lose weight so that she can sell things to you. Remember that she said that the body positive creators had an agenda? Well, Jomira has one too. As I've mentioned, she is an MLM hun. She shills for a scam, in my opinion. If you look at the captions of her videos, she's always advertising her free 5 days to fitness plan. She promises to coach you on how to eat right, lose weight, and keep it off. Except as far as I can tell, much like Maddie from a few months ago, Jomira has 0 qualifications. And just in time for the holiday season, Jomira is here with her New Year's challenge. So you can feel guilty about every cookie you eat this Christmas while you're trying to have fun with your family. And just to add insult to injury, she's part of Herbalife. Herbalife is not good for you. They've been prosecuted for being a pyramid scheme, and you can't just drink Herbalife shakes forever. If you happen to lose weight while drinking them, once you start eating regular food, you're gonna gain back all the weight you lost. But Jomira will be long gone by then, with your money. Do not listen to this person.